right, good morning. It is 10:15, so we're gonna get started. It's Judy. I'm up here in Michigan, and it looks like we got a lot of Florida folks on the call. That's good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Moxi websites, and we're gonna look at adding a custom search to your homepage. We're also gonna look at how to turn around and add that as a page on your website as well. Super simple, easy to walk through. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. The first thing I'll do is show you what we're talking about and why it's important. And then we will jump right into how to do it. There we go. Can everyone see Brie Lorenz's homepage? Awesome, thank you. So here we go. So Brie has not added the custom search module to her website. So I just wanted to show you the difference between a website that had it, or a homepage that had it, and a homepage that does not. By default on your homepage, you do have a featured properties that was launched in the template. But because a custom search is dependent on your market in the area that you are farming or focusing on, we couldn't just throw that into the template. So that's why it has to be built. But you'll see after the featured properties, which are either your properties or your office properties or something like that, depending on what you have selected for that module, the custom search module that we can see here is not office, company, or agent specific. This is a search for the entire MLS in whatever market that you have set up for this custom search module. So that's what the module looks like. And this is also where it can be added to a page up on its own as well. So here we have homes for sale in Hart, Michigan, but I also have that same custom search right here as a standalone page under my properties tab. So we'll look at how to do both. Once it's set up, it's easy to get it in both places. But again, the difference between this and the featured properties module is this searches the entire MLS, whereas the featured properties module is just pulling in either your active and sold or your office's actives, however it's set up on your website. So we're going to jump in now. I'm going to go to my website admin, which for those of you that haven't spent a lot of time in Moxi to get here to your website admin, you would first log into MoxiWorks and select my website as your option, and then it will launch this page. I already launched it because I didn't want to take up the time of letting the page load and everything, but that's how I got there. I clicked on my website and it took me to my website admin tool. So on the website admin tool, we're going right here under the common task list where it says create custom search links. I'm going to click go there. And it's going to take me into the custom search module. Actually, what we need to do first is add the new search. To add a new search, you actually do need to open another tab. I'm going to close these out, which I have already done, and go to yourdba.com. So whatever region you're in, it might be CB Schmidt, Ohio, CB Great Lakes here in Michigan, but you're going to actually go to our website platform and actually perform a search. I'm going to go ahead and search. I'm trying to think of an area around here I haven't done yet. I'm going to search no, I've done Grand Haven. Let's do North Muskegon. So I'm just physically doing a search for properties on our website. It's going to pull up all of those active properties for whatever region you've done. You can further refine your search if you want to. You can make, you can draw your search. Let's say I want to go outside of just the downtown North Muskegon area and get some of these outlying areas. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my search. Just selected quick draw, and I'm just going to do a slightly bigger area of North Muskegon. So now it pulls a few more properties. It's a little bit better search. If I was global luxury and I wanted to just market global luxuries, I could put the price in at 500,000 for a minimum. That's our threshold for that market, and it would just pull global luxury properties. I don't want to do that because I'd only end up with 4, but you can see that you can adjust your filters even within this search. Since it is a general search, I don't suggest refining it too much, but you do have those options for your custom search. I'm going to leave it as the Greater North Muskegon area, and I just need to now copy the URL for this search. This is going to be a crazy long URL. So what you'll want to do is click once in the address URL bar. By clicking once, it highlights everything. You don't have to worry about capturing that whole URL. Once I've clicked once, left clicked once, I'm going to right click to copy this. I'm going to go back to my website admin where I'm adding that custom search now. I'm going to click add new search. I'm going to give it a title. So this was North Muskegon. I'm going to do Greater North Muskegon. This is for my benefit so that I can find my custom search. This is not what the consumer is going to see. And then right here where it says custom search path, that's where I'm going to paste that big, huge, long URL I just copied. So I just right click to paste. And here is that whole big, huge URL. Because I drew a boundary, it's going to have a ton of extra stuff to define that boundary. So again, it's just very long. There is one more step that we need to do, and the system reminds you of that. The path must begin with the word search /. So what you want to do is look for that first instance of the word search and delete everything that comes before it. And that's it. Now I just save it, and I have created a custom property search that I can use in a variety of ways. So again, I did the search on our company website, and I copied the URL once I completed that search by clicking on it, right-clicking copy, and I brought it back here and pasted it, deleting everything that came before the word search. Now I'm going to save, and that's it. That's done. I've created my custom property search. So now that it's created, I want to look at the ways that I can use it. I'm going to go back to the home of my website admin. This time I'm going to go first to personalize your homepage because I want that extra search module on my homepage. A, it gives people, some focus and starts a property search form, and B, it also helps the search engine optimization of my website in a couple of different ways. It keeps them there longer, it gives them something to look at, and it includes content onto that homepage. So I'm going to click the go there to edit my homepage. I'm going to scroll down to this section here. So this is that features properties module that is by default on everyone's page, but this is the custom search. So first you're going to give your custom search a name. Now this will be the name that people do see. So I'm going to say current listings in North Muskegon. And now in the custom search results drop-down box, because you've created a custom search, I've got a bunch because I do a training on this quite often, but you'll see now the one that you created is here to select. So now I have my homes for sale in North Muskegon. The title of my module that people will see is current listings in North Muskegon. If there's a checkbox in this hide this widget box, uncheck it because that will hide it if it's checked. Now I want to scroll to the bottom of my page and publish. You can only have one custom search module on your home page, but we're going to look at, if you've created a lot, where else you can place these to increase your SEO and just add some content to your site. So I'm going to go to visit site. I'm going to go to my website and see what that looks like now. Now I have current listings in North Muskegon. That's the module I just added. My search shows up. People can click through there and they see more listings for homes for sale in North Muskegon, where they can then go on and do further searches or refine the search. So again, just a way to add some fluff and content to your homepage, which is going to increase your SEO and keep people there longer, hopefully. Now, the other option is making sure that we add it here to our properties tab or wherever you might want that. I even have a custom search here on my main website, our main navigation. Big people words, having trouble with them. Obviously, there's no homes in the luxury market in White Lake right now, so I'm just going to go back to home. But that's a couple different places that you can place these, and we're going to look at how to do that right now. So I'm back in my website admin. I'm going to go back to where it says home, just so I can kind of navigate myself. Come on. Slow. And now I'm going to go to create custom search links again. But this time we're not going to create it. We're going to create a page. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to name the page. Now this will show up in my site navigation, so you'll want it to make sense. Homes for sale, North Muskegon. Once you come up with a naming protocol for these pages, you'll just want to be consistent. This is probably not going to be consistent with what I have right now, but you'll just want to make sure that if you're doing several custom searches and creating separate pages, that all those names look the same or have that same naming type of protocol. So this is the North Muskegon. So I'm going to look at my drop-down list just like I did on my home page, and I'm going to find the appropriate custom search. Right here, homes for sale, North Muskegon, and I'm going to save that. Okay, so now I've actually saved a custom search page. How do I get that in my navigation now? It actually already is, or it should be. Why didn't it save it? Let me hit save. All right. So now to get it where you want it in your site navigation, we're going to go to pages, all pages. And you'll see if I scroll down, because whenever you create a new page, MoxiWorks puts it at the end of the list, but you'll see I have a new page that says homes for sale, North Muskegon. And it says that it's a custom search. But I don't want it way down here on my navigation. I want it up here with the rest of my custom searches in the properties tab. So all I have to do is grab this page with that four-headed arrow and drag it up. And then you'll see once I'm in this tab that I need it to be here tabbed into the right so that it shows up under the properties tab. So now I have my homes for sale in Muskegon, Michigan, North Muskegon, right where I want it. I scroll to the bottom and publish the changes I just made. Now, if I go to my web page and refresh it, under the properties tab, I now have homes for sale, North Muskegon. So I can go to that custom search right here under my properties tab. So you can do, obviously I didn't save my custom search. My radius, sorry about that, folks. Anyway, so here I have my North Muskegon search in my website. on a page of its own. So that's pretty much it. I can run through it again if anyone wants to. We're right at the 15-minute mark, so that's awesome. But if anyone has any questions or would like me to run through creating the search again, or how to add it to the homepage or a page of its own, just go ahead and pop that in the chat. Yes, please. Okay, so I'll run through the process again. It is kind of tricky, especially the search part. But the first thing I would do is I would go to my new tab. I would go to my company's website, depending on your region, that's going to vary, but I happen to be in Michigan, so it's going to be cbgreatlakes.com. I'm going to do a search, just like I was a consumer. And don't worry, some agents think they need to go to their instance of the website, first name dash last name dot DBA. It's not going to matter, because remember, we're going to delete everything that comes before the search. So just going straight to the website is fine. And we're going to pick a market. I'm just going to go with, we'll do Big Rapids. Big Rapids, Michigan. I'm going to do my search. The search results come up, and again, I can edit that by changing it to a radius, or I can draw my boundaries if I want to go outside of the area that's selected, which is generally the zip code or the downtown area if you're doing a city search. But again, remember, the consumer can always edit this once they click on it. I'm going to go ahead and just do residential. By editing some of my filters, I can adjust that search. So now we just have single family, residential, condos, things like that. Once I've got my search the way I want it, I'm going to click once up here to copy, right click once to select, right click to copy, sorry. And now I can go back to my website admin. I'm going to go to Home, Create Custom Search Links. I want to actually add the search. Before I can create the page, I need to add the new search. This is Big Rapids. Again, this I only see. So I don't have to be specific in my name for the search title. In the search path, I'm going to paste that long URL I just copied. And then I'm going to make sure that my path begins with the word search. So I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top and delete anything that comes before the word search. And then I can save my new custom property search. So now the two ways that I can utilize, or the two main ways I can utilize this search, is I can go to my home page, back to my website admin home, and I can add it to my home page. If I go there, scrolling down to that section of my homepage admin, giving it a title. This is going to be the module title that people will see. I'm going to call it Big Rapids. And then selecting the appropriate custom search if you've created more than one. So I'm going to go to, did I not save it? I obviously got busy talking and forgot to hit the save button. So I'm going to go back to my search links. Sorry, it's Monday. I need caffeine. Add new search. Luckily, it's still copied to my clipboard, so I'm just going to have to paste. and delete everything before the word search. And save. Oh, you did see it? Okay, well, now I have it twice. Thanks for that. All right, so I've saved it. So now I'm going back to my home, my website, admin home, and personalizing my home page. Go, oops, yep, go there. And Big Rapids was my new custom home search. Now it's there twice, just as I suspected. All right, so now I've added my new custom search module. Again, I can only have one on my homepage, so that's going to get rid of the one that was there. But now if I go to my homepage, and scroll down, refresh the page, I now have my current listings in Big Rapids as my custom search. And again, the difference between this and this is only pulling your office or your listings, however that's set up. This is pulling everything from the whole MLS. So it will pull from brokerages outside of our organization. To add it as a homepage, we're just going to go back to our website admin home, create custom search links, because we actually created the custom search. Now we're going to create the link, and that's going to create the page. This is what the consumer will see as the title of this page. And then you will use the drop down to find that appropriate search. You'll save it. You'll come into all page, site pages, all pages. And now, right here, I have my new page, Homes for Sale in Big Rapids, but I want to move it up to the rest of my custom searches. So I'm going to get that four-headed arrow. I'm just going to drag it up. My computer's acting wonky, so normally you can just keep dragging until it gets there, but mine's acting weird. So I did it in stages, but there it is now in my properties, under my properties tab with the rest of my custom searches. Last step that I have to do is publish the change to my menu or my page structure by clicking publish. So now if I go back to my website and refresh my page, under my properties, I now have Homes for Sale in Big Rapids as a custom search. And I restricted it just to actual homes, condos, homes, single family, residential kind of properties. All right, everybody. Any other questions? I think that's a wrap for Moxie Monday. I'll stay on for just a minute or so in case anyone does think of a question. Other than that, I hope everyone has an absolutely phenomenal week and enjoys the beautiful weather here in Michigan and all of that good stuff.